Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel. This is a scene I made a while back for the What Does Dreams Mean to Me thingy, like community videos that we were making. And this uses another technique where I possess an object and then kind of control it with the controller and all that kind of stuff to change these different poses. So like the hand moving and wiggling the leg and like moving back and forth, and also just like tilting the controller to affect the head as if I'm talking. So if you look in the scene, there are these objects, and so the first time I possessed the actual character to control the head, but then I had these separate objects that I possessed with a controller sensor which control just a specific thing, and then I could kind of build up recordings of these different aspects and put them all in a timeline so they'd play in sync, and then I could just focus on one aspect and then focus on another aspect and so on. But it stays quite cheap because the actual logic for the animation is just once in here, and then actually controlling it is I can make it very complex because I can just control it with the sticks and things like that. So I'll show you a bit of how to do that. So we've got a puppet, so let's have a timeline. Maybe I'll say some things so that we have something to sync to. You can actually record audio while you possession record as well. So if I turn on mic on, then I can record possession or use an action recorder and it will record the microphone at the same time. So let's try that. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and later on I'll like make my hand wave over there and maybe do a little kick. And that gives us that's pretty cool. So that gives us a timeline, and now if I play that back, I can trim the start there, and we don't need it to loop. We'll just put on sustain, and then when it gets to the end it will stop, and we have a possession recorder, and that is what is it's recording both the position of the puppet and also like what these outputs are doing. So it's actually the only one I really used was the gyro motion sensor setting, which comes out of here. So you can see that value changing as it plays back over here. So that part's done, but then I want to add another possession recorder and then add another possession recorder on here to do, or possession record something else actually. So we need an object to possess, and then I'll have a chip on there with a controller sensor, and don't need that stuff. But this is the controller sensor that will be possessed when we possess that, and I'll just have it. I'll just have it move the hand up here. So I'll actually do it with using L2 so I can has more of a curve around it. And you can have this as complicated as you want, but I'll have that be on R2. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and like later on. Cool, so now I can possess that, but you saw that the camera kind of went around here because this is a possessable object. I just want to lock the camera in to a different spot so that I can see what I'm doing better. So I'll just put it down here, and to ensure that, because if I possess that now, it's going to say I can't see that through this camera, so I'm going to ignore that camera. So to lock it in, I'll have a switch going to the power. Hello, now I can possess that and like wave and stuff, and I will possess it. Possess that. Oh wait, it's going to be recording again. So I don't want the mic now, I just want to record the possession. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and later on I'll like make my hand wave over there and maybe do a little kick. So that's sorted, and that's just a single possession recorder because it wasn't recording the audio, and we can put that on sustain. And now when I play, hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling. You can see that will start lighting up. My hand wave over there. So it's outputting whatever I pulled on the controller while recording. And then we can have another one of these. Yeah, because we copied that, then this possession recorder will affect that. So if we select that possession recorder and press triangle on there, now it won't have that recording. My head wiggling, and later on so it still waves, but this R2 isn't outputting anything. So for this one, we'll have that be a kick. So I'll record that. Let's just rotate it like that. Okay. And that one I'll put on X for no particular reason. And now I can possession record that. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling. That's another problem we might have, is by default these have a off-screen indicator and stay on screen, which means if you're off screen, if this possessable object is off screen for too long, then it's going to destroy itself, or this controller sensor will die at least. So we just turn those off and try again. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and later on I'll like make my hand wave over there and maybe do a little kick. Now that, job done. And then we just put that on there, so that it's synced up, and we can trim the start of it like that. Over there. It's looking at the imp, so let's turn off auto look. Try that again. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and later on I'll like make my hand wave over there and maybe do a little kick. So that's another way you can control animations, but cheaply. So that costs one thing on the thermo, and it has like some wires and stuff associated with it, other data and memory. But it's going to be a lot cheaper than like animating all those little head positions and adding the wave and things manually in keyframes and whatnot. So that's another way of kind of optimizing your animation. And if you wanted to have this puppet like walk in, so hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling. Yeah, so that's like the head wiggling there. So what I'm going to do is have TAPgiles start from over here and walk into the shot, or let's have it be. Let's have him walk from over here. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head. Like that. Hello, I'm TAPgiles and this is my head wiggling, and later on I'll like make my hand wave over there and maybe do a little kick. Yay! Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.